On the euro dollar, we have been seeing a lot of consolidation. If we look at here on our little list here, we've been looking for a new low, but we're in the range for now. On the weekly perspective, we know that we've bounced off of weekly demand from a long time ago, and we've just been ranging back and forth in between really big supply up here, really big demand down there. And we really haven't been able to say yes or no to either way. We're just stuck in the middle of the range. As we break it down into the daily, the same type of thing applies on this as well. Now, a couple interesting areas that I would like to identify with you guys is that obviously we saw the weekly levels here, and I'm just going to draw in a couple of these levels here real quick for us to look at. So I feel like we're getting some support right here in the middle of the range, and these are the levels that I'm really going to be looking at. You can see that we're touching this big daily level, or we're coming up to the big daily level up there, and we have formed new support as well. So we'll continue to look to the upside, but we're on the side of we're on a huge range, and I'm not going to be really too interested in anything until we're at the top of this range, which is up here. Okay, that's where I'm going to be looking for things to have happen. If we drill this down even further to the 4-hour time frame, you can see some of the levels that we have plotted out as well. Again, the daily level and the weekly level are these two big rectangles there. I'm looking for price to interact with the daily zone here in the near future. But until that happens, I wouldn't be surprised for us to retest a little bit of support first, and then we can pop it right back to the upside. So we're going to be watching these levels for sure. As far as the actual 4-hour levels to be watching out for this coming week, I would be looking for a level right around in this area and a level right around in this area. Okay, so those are the two 4-hour levels that I am going to be watching for, as well as this 4-hour level down here in the up and coming week. Moving over to the pound Aussie, you can see here are our big weekly levels, and we have a lot of space in between the demand and the supply. So if you're not familiar with the Apazone's trend follow system, please check it out on our website, and you can see how we use our trend follow techniques in concept and in correlation with supply and demand levels. Moving over to the daily, just to gain more resolution, you can kind of see why price bounced up here the way that it did, and it really kind of looks like we could be forming somewhat of a range. So our prediction here on this market is we're looking at a downtrend overall, but we could be experiencing somewhat of a range. All right, so looking at the range play back up to daily supply. So looking for the range play up to daily supply. Overall trend is down, and that's really what we want to be looking for. Now, as we drill down even further, you can see some of these key levels that lo and behold, they've bounced off of already. So you can see this nice resistance area coming in here on the 4-hour time frame. We're going to be looking for that level to hold and for price to be coming back down here before it can come back up again. All right, but right now this is, we're still in the downtrend, so don't kid ourselves, but we are looking for it to retest low to see how strong that area truly is before it goes higher and possibly plays in the middle of the range. But I feel like the range play is something that could definitely happen this week. All right, and we're going to be looking for these different levels here to be important on the smaller time frame. You can kind of see the lowest area down there. We've formed a new support level, and we have some support definitely to break through on the smaller time frames as the fractal math continues to play out here for us, as we would quote unquote play the range in between the big time frames and the small time frames.